Bonjour tout le monde. Okay, here is what we're doing today. You are going to take out your dossier and you are going to turn past all the vocabulary pages until you get to grammar practice, okay? Les notes, and here's what you should see, okay? So pause this video whenever you need to so that we can, you can catch up as you need to catch up, okay? I'm going to keep going. So we're going to talk about tu versus vous today, and you already know the main thing about tu and vous. We know that tu is for one person, okay? So if you're talking to one friend, you're going to use tu with them. Like if you want to say to your friend, do you eat pizza? Tu manges la pizza? Okay, you would use tu. And we know with vous, it's for two or more people. So if you're talking to a whole group of your friends and you want to say, hey, you guys, do you want to go to the movies? Vous allez au ciné? Okay, you would say vous to them. All right. There's one more thing in French that we need to add to your French knowledge about tu and vous. Okay, and that's this. Tu is always for one person, but it has to be with one person that you know. It's a very familiar way to say you. Vous is always going to be for two or more people, no matter what, no matter if it's a friend or a stranger, but it can also be for one person or one person you don't know, basically, okay? Two plus or one person that you don't know. And we're going to clarify this a little bit, okay? So let's just focus on tu for now. We know that tu is for one person, and that person has to be familiar to you. So for example, a friend, one friend, okay? You would say tu to them. So if you want to say to your friend, you are beautiful, you would say, oh, tu es belle. You are beautiful, or you are handsome. Tu es beau. You could also use tu with someone your own age that's not necessarily a friend, but maybe they're a classmate. Like you're talking to your partner at your table, your learning partner, and you don't know them super well. You kind of know them because they're in your class, but they're not necessarily a friend. But because they're own age, you can still use tu with them. Like if you want to ask them, hey, do you like pizza? You could say, ah, tu aimes la pizza? You can also use tu with a close relative, like your parent, your sibling, if your grandma or grandpa lives by you, okay? You can use tu with them. Relative, close relatives, okay? So if you want to talk to your mom, Mom, you look so nice today. Maman, tu es belle aujourd'hui. You can also use tu with a child who is younger than you, even if you don't know them. So if there's a kid at the park and they're like 5 years old and they're like being kind of crazy, you want to say, hey, you over there, be careful. You would say, ah, tu fais attention, okay? Lastly, with a pet, okay? I know it seems silly, but if you're talking to your dog and you want to say, oh, you're such a good boy, tu es un bon garçon, you would use tu. All right? Now, vous. We know vous is with more than one person. Two plus people always use vous. Okay? Make sure you're writing all these things down. So if I'm writing something, you're writing something. Pause the video when you need. Okay? But now here's the thing. Vous is also used for one person who is like someone you don't know. That's not your own age. So typically like an adult. So an adult you don't know. So if you go to a store and you want to talk to somebody at the store, you would say vous to them. If you're going to a restaurant, the server at your restaurant is going to say vous to you and you're going to say vous to them because you don't know them. All right? If you go to I don't know, American Eagle and you want to try something on, you're going to find the person who works there and you're going to say vous to them. Okay? Do you have a size 6 in these pants? Or whatever. You're going to say vous to that one person because you don't know them. Vous is a term that's used for respect, okay, and politeness. And the French are very, very particular about being very respectful and polite, like many cultures. A lot of Asian cultures like Japanese and Chinese, they're very, very, they value respect a lot. And the French are the same way. So an adult you don't know. In the same way, if you have a relative that you don't know very well, like a distant relative, I'm going to put that here, distant relative, like maybe you have an aunt or uncle that lives in another country and you've never met them and you don't ever talk to them, but all of a sudden one day they come to your home. You would start out by saying vous to them because it's a matter of respect. You don't know them very well. So you would say vous, okay? Another one, and this is very important, a person of authority or high respect. For example, a doctor, your boss, okay? The principal of your school. Even French students in France or other French-speaking countries would use vous for their teacher. If they wanted to talk to their teacher, they would use vous with them because French students hold teachers in very high respect. Okay, they're an authority figure. So now with me, I'm going to do a little caveat here. You do not have to use vous with me. You can use tu. You can say, Madame, did you have fun in Florida? You could say, Madame, tu es bien amusée en Floride. So you can use tu with me because we're in the United States and you know, we're practicing, we're learning the language, and vous is something that just comes with time. So you can decide either one. I will say that most of my French 4 students and 5 students, their French, they know their French is so advanced because you're going to get there that they want to be like exactly like a French person. And so they are using vous with me. But for now, don't worry about it. You can do whatever you want. So on here, I want you to write like your boss, teacher, doctor, lawyer, like anybody, like the president. Okay, so all these things you would use vous with them. Okay, now we're not going to be super particular about it now, but it's something you need to know. Okay, all right, make sure you have all this written down, and then you're going to get a practice paper from our guest teacher, and I want you to practice. All right, okay, make sure that you're getting the right one. I don't remember which one I put because we're doing another video tomorrow. So make sure you ask the guest teacher for the tu versus vous paper and not the negative, okay? Tu versus vous. All right, good luck, students.